Okay, we got that? All right, guys. All right. Hi. I hope everyone is having a good time and is wide awake. We can still have one more day of this. So my name is Deidra, and we have Team Forever Fit here, and we are going to talk about some team culture. And I have little Miss Ella here. I know I'm the only one with a child here. It's not actually my child, it's Kayla's. But part of my team culture is when we have a breastfeeding mama, they bring their kids, and that's just how we roll. So have fun with it. So we're going to talk about team culture, and if she cries, Kayla's going to come get her. All right? So one thing that I want to ask you guys is, what is your vision for yourself, for your team, and for your business? Okay, here we go. It's starting. Kayla. Go ahead. Because this is where you're going to find your culture, and this is how you're going to build your team. And it is so important to have a clear vision and a purpose, because that is what's going to drive you and your business and your team forward. So for me, my vision was not about just making income. I know some people come into this business and they want income, but the income is a result of everyone paying attention. All right, so we thought it was going to work. But it's okay. We'll roll with it. All right, so if you guys are here just for income, income is a result, but that should not be the reason that you're here. You actually need a purpose and a vision for that. So if you're here just for income, like, it's only going to take you so far. You have to have a bigger purpose and vision for that. If you believe in the products and you believe that they change lives, and you know that they're truly changing your life, those around you are going to sense that, and that is what's going to help your vision and have everyone join you on this journey and move forward with it. So my vision for me was my own fitness journey. After I had my second child, it was allowing others to see how I changed and how I gained that confidence within myself, but also helping others be able to bring home that freedom so I can put food on my kids' table and a roof over their head. And to be able to stay at home with my kids and not work those swing shifts like a lot of nurses probably do. So I wanted to give others the opportunity to have that success by building a business on their own. So that is my vision, is having that kind of freedom. I want you guys to think about, what you want for yourself. So when you come up with your vision and your purpose, I'm going to share with you guys the 5 most important things that you can do to create a team culture. What's that? All right, so you've probably heard these before, and I did get this from a book. It's my favorite book. It's The Energy Bus. If you guys have not read that, I talk about it all the time, but honestly, like, that is team culture right there. Like, that is how you can get yourself out of a funk and also get your team out of the funk. Because, we go through seasons and we go through funks. And this is just a perfect way for us to, continue moving our businesses forward together. So number 1 is share your vision with your team. I know a lot of people are afraid to do that because they don't want to think that, they're being self-centered, but that's not what it's about, guys. You have to share your vision for your team. And when you communicate that vision and that purpose for why you're here, it's going to help them build more of a rapport with you, but it's also going to motivate and build that momentum amongst your entire team. Number 2 is fuel your team with positive energy. So desire, vision, and focus will help you go in the right direction for where you want to go, but the positive energy is what is necessary to keep your team going to get to that destination. This means letting go a lot of negative Nancy's, a lot of drama, gossip, complaining, and focus more on celebrating the small successes along the way and sharing positive thoughts and feelings with your team. And I think, unfortunately, every team has negative Nancy's and complainers, but we can get past that. And how I like to get past that is when I'm talking to a coach and they're complaining, I give them a challenge, and I want you guys to do that too with your coaches. So when they're complaining, for every negative thing that they say, I want you guys to have them replace it with something positive going on in their lives, and it will change. I promise you it will change. Think about it. You become the people that you talk to and hang around with the most. So if you can continue ingraining that in their head, that every time they complain, you have to say something positive. that is what's going to change their attitude and their outlook on their business and life in general.
You actually ask them, like say they say, oh man, I'm having a success club and it's so late in the month. You just say, well, what's going on good in your life? Or
okay, so my personality is a little bit different than others, and sometimes I'm more outspoken, and sometimes that scares people, especially blues. And I have a lot of blues on my team, but if they are complaining a lot, and I don't want it to affect me and my business, so I will say, okay, you've told me this, this, and this. So far, nothing you said was negative, or so far, you said this and this was negative. Now that you said that, I want you to tell me 2 good things going on with your life, work, and your business. And that's just.
Did you do this privately? Like I have people who will complain on my team page.
I'll do it privately.
So what if they complain on your page?
I would delete comments, but if it's on a team call, after the team call, I would talk to them personally and say, hey, I see this is going on. I don't want it to affect the team. And I have had to do that a good bit. I've had to have a lot of the same calls and conversations with the same people over and over again.
Do you let them kind of like blow off steam to you, or do you kind of say, okay, let's pause that for a second and turn it around, or do you let them kind of vent to you?
Give them 10 minutes of venting. 10 minutes, and after that, okay, let's bring it back together and let's talk about the things that are going on. But yeah, of course, I want to listen to them. Part of the talk. It's tough though, so good job. Yeah. So yeah, I have them replaced with something positive. And the more positive energy and feedback you can give, that's going to hopefully make them have more of a positive mindset and attitude towards everything. Number 3 is include your team in getting to your vision and your destination. I say it all the time, guys. There is no I in team. You cannot do this on your own, okay? So in order to get to your destination and be successful, you have to have team involvement. What makes people happy? Being included, right? You hate feeling left out. So same thing with your business. Include them. Include them in trainings. Include them on calls. And, if you have an event, include them as much as you can. Because when your team can come together, everyone has a different style of coaching. So when you can get all of these different styles of coaching shining, it's just more opportunity for learning and growth. And it's pretty awesome. Even for me as, Forever Fit's upline sponsor coach, they teach me a lot whenever I let them step in and take charge and take lead. And think about it. Why do we have Premier? Why do we have Elite? Why do we have Top 10? It doesn't happen because of you. I mean, yes, you're part of it. It's your leadership, but it's your team that is also stepping up to the plate and doing it too, and leading by example from what you've taught them. Number 4 is love your team, and I love this one. And I talk about personality types a lot, but my team does not have all the same personalities. Yes, I'm a yellow. Not everybody is a yellow. I have a lot of blues, and I do have a couple reds that are probably so annoyed by me all the time. Sorry for all you reds here. You're probably like, she's annoying. But the important thing is to learn, get a personality plus. That's one of the personal development books that I've read. When you can learn different personality types, it's going to be easier for you to work with them and love them. So like you treat blues differently than you treat reds. You treat them differently than you treat a yellow and a white, if there are any whites out there.
I'm a white.
Okay, there we go. Peacemaker. All right, there you go. So just learn how to work with the different personality types. And when I'm talking about loving your team, you want to just be able to really focus and just get to know who they are. The love languages. Has anyone gone through that and see what's your love language? It is so good to know what your team's and your coach's love language is, because that's really going to make them feel very, very special. But let's take it a little further with loving your team. You can actually switch to the next one. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with that on how to love your coaches. All right, so number 1 is make time for them. And I feel like when we get so busy and caught up in our business that we don't make time for our coaches. So get to know them and get to know them more, not just a business level, but a personal level. And Let them know that they're a person and not just a number on your team. Number 2 is listen to what they have to say. Be willing to accept their ideas and their goals that they have and incorporate them within your team. I know I've kind of said that, but I just want to, reiterate that. And also be empathetic with them. A lot of people come and, they have something going on in their lives. Maybe they have something small going on in their life. Maybe they have something huge going on in their life. But guys, don't ever think you understand where they're coming from. Don't ever think you have an idea or you know what's going on in their lives, because it's different for each and every person. And if you put yourself in their shoes, if you have something really difficult going on, whether it's just your business or failing, or a marriage failing, or your children are not acting right, or something, a depression, you would never want someone to say, "I understand what you mean." That would piss me off, honestly. Like, no, you have no freaking idea, because you're not in my shoes. So don't ever say, "I understand where you're coming from, I know what you mean." But you can be an ear to listen and say, "I'm here for you if you ever need anything." That's all you have to say. But don't ever think you understand where they're coming from. Sorry, it gets deep on that. Next is serve them. Serve their growth, serve their future, serve their career and their spirits, because then they're going to enjoy working with you a whole lot more. And then bring out the best in them. When you love someone, you want the best for them, right? So if they are doing really good in their business and they're outranking you, especially your downline, I hear so often that people get jealous because their coaches are outranking them. Maybe you're a diamond and you have a 1-star. Maybe you're an elite coach and you have a coach going elite, and maybe they're going 5-star or 7-star and you're a 5-star. Guys, jealousy, it's an illness, so I hope you feel better. Be happy for them. They're succeeding, and they're succeeding because you're their leader. So that's part of you doing something great, So embrace that and be thankful that you have growth in your team. That's part of why we're here, right? It's because we want to grow a team. That's what leaders do. So be happy for them and help each person discover what their strengths are and really help them utilize their strengths. Again, with trainings, with events, with team calls, that is when your team is going to grow even more, and then their team is going to grow. And everyone's going to be happy campers. All right, and then the last one that I have is recognize your team, and this is for helping create a team culture. That was just going back, so it's okay. You're good. Is recognizing your team. Okay, so my love language is gift giving. It's a problem. It's a big problem. But it doesn't have to be about giving gifts all the time. It doesn't have to be about giving a trophy every time, although that was a big challenge. You got some trophies, right? It doesn't have to be about awards and medals. But it can be helping show how proud you are by sending a handwritten note. Not even one that you just went out and bought at Target, but write them something with your writing that you know you took time to write. Send them a phone, give them a phone call. The more personal you can make it, the better you are. Send a text, even if it's a simple text saying, "I just want to let you know that I love you and I am so proud of you for what you've done." Recognize something that they've done. Good job on signing up a new coach. I know you've been working really hard. And one thing that I do love to do is, if I live close enough to them, I like to go knock on people's doors. And I like to go to their houses and spend quality time with them. Just telling them that I'm here and I'm proud of them. And they are a huge piece to this puzzle that, I joined 3.5 years ago. If it wasn't for my team, I wouldn't be here right now. So you can do anything like that. It doesn't have to be giving gifts and spending money all the time. That's not what this is about. So I want you guys to use these principles to build a positive team culture that people see. Like, people are looking at you on social media. When you can show through that and show how much you love your team and show how awesome your team is, people want to be a part of that. Show people that they want to be a part of that. And that's where you're going to recruit, which Kim is going to talk about next, right? So, I'm not done yet. Oh, okay, well, I don't think create a high-performing and powerful team. It does start with you. It starts with your attitude towards yourself, towards your life, and towards your business. So be sure that your vision and your purpose is clear enough that it's going to motivate everyone around you. Not done. So I have a little call to action. I want you guys, if you have not done this yet, create your vision and your purpose and share it with your team. If you can share it with your upline coach, also amazing, but share it with your team more importantly, because you need to get them excited, okay? Show your presence and your positive energy, and that's what's going to keep them going and keep them excited and continue this journey with you. And then make an action plan to get to your destination, because you know we don't get anywhere without an action plan, right? So then you can all, with your team, whenever you make this action plan, give everyone a piece to work on so you can all reach that big goal together as a team. And then the last thing is I have a little acronym by Ty Howard that I really, really liked about having successful teams. So it says trust, and the T stands for today each of us will give our best. R is respect will permeate from all of us. U is unstoppable passion will guide us. S is steadfast unity will hold us up and help us through the challenges. And T is together we can and will keep winning. Okay.